teaching. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for being welcome. Welcome to the DIAZ Brothers show. As you guys can see, we're always on top of things, upgrading for you guys. We have the curtain all hung up.
We have more lights set up now.
Multiple lights.
And second cameraman.
Yeah, so we can do camera one. And then we got the cameraman over here.
It's like Wayne's World. Camera one, camera two.
As a channel member, we want to have stuff for you guys. What we plan to do, of course, have those emojis, a bonk emoji.
A salama emoji.
We want to do comic strips for you guys to kind of keep our characters and comics out there, keep the creative blood flowing, and just little strips, maybe monthly.
Develop notifications, sub if you haven't. We're trying to make the best content we can out here and do something more like a podcast. See you guys next week. And thanks for coming out, everybody.
Let's get out of here. I've had enough of this.
What a rush!
Let's go!
Who are those guys?
Your brothers? No.
Yes!
I get him to get on my nerves. Who are those guys?
I couldn't do that. Could you do that? How can they do that? Who are those guys?
The fucking DIAZ brothers!
Hey yo. 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 Are we live?
It's the DIAZ Brothers Show live from Chicago, Illinois, out at Studio Z at the Galvin Ghost Productions, starring Phil and Brandon Diaz. Back from their trip to Cincinnati, here they are, ladies and gentlemen, Philip and Brandon Diaz. Hey, what's up? Hey, thank you.
Good to be back.
It is good to be back.
You know, every time we go out of town, and it's always on a Friday.
Always on a Friday.
Right? It's always on a Friday. And we want to do something.
Uh-huh.
And then we say we're going to do something.
Right.
And then
What
we
do
never
you
do
mean?
anything.
Oh, like a stream?
Like, right.
Yeah.
So we want to do something for the show, you know, and keep up appearances and stuff.
Right.
But
Be professional. We also wanted to, well, I mean, I forgot. It would have been also a good opportunity to film a new intro for this show.
yeah.
I always forget,
Yeah.
and we never do it.
Well, there's more opportunities. There's
I guess.
other
Not for a
conventions
while.
and stuff. we're gonna go to.
Let's see here. But can you guys hear us? How do we sound?
Am I coming in clear? Hey, Mom, I said, am I coming
chat if we are coming in clear, how our mics sound. We've been away for a week. We're back at the set.
Could you imagine doing a stream without, let's say, just to make it simple, 100 years of amazing cinematic content to pull from? Yeah.
It's really our crutch here at Z Comics, pop culture. Yeah, it really helps us out. But we got a lot of great people in the chat. Jaro says sounds good. Thank you, Jaro, for helping us out. But I can't click on.
Working.
I can't highlight comments. What's going on here?
Hold on, something was loading. Uh-oh.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
how do we sound?
no,
Are we lagging? My mouse is working. I just can't highlight comments at all. Let us know.
yeah,
All right, let's say hi to some people. We got Rand Nada in the chat, which I can't click on.
Is it worth it to try to reload the page? It won't stop the stream.
But the thing is, we could load the page.
Oh, there you go.
Were we frozen that whole time? Did you guys meet any CGers in Cincinnati? Hey, we got it. Okay, it works now. Sorry about that. See, still muted. Shut up, Chimera.
Yeah, no. It's hard to believe.
Yeah, hard to believe, Chimera.
He kind of lives muted.
Yeah,
You
he
know.
has this low talker.
Very low.
Low talker. Everyone hit that like. Thank you so much, Jeremy Birch. Like I was saying, Rand Nada is here. Henry Bemis.
What's up?
We got Jaro. Chimera says, why is everyone streaming a LOL? Well,
Yeah.
Malin had what did you Comicsgate Presents, the first he's done in a long time.
Could have chose a better time.
He did it earlier in the day, which is odd.
And then he's just rolling still.
He's probably still on. And then I think Ethan started a random streaming, and then he got Global Frequency. Yeah, everyone's trying to pick on our time slots, you know.
Yeah, they got to get on board with CGIF.
Yeah, CGIF guys. Amanda B's in the chat.
What's up?
Appreciate the pushing back the stream filled with 2 L's and Brandon. And then she realized later that we do this every Friday at the same time.
Right.
But anything to accommodate you, Amanda.
Yeah.
What's up?
You got a Nail Bunny throwing out the big Chungus emoji, which you guys could get too if you join the channel.
Yeah.
So you guys saw at the beginning here. 14 people in the chat. Hit that like button. Angela Curry's here. Good to see you. General Piggy, as always, who just got his General Piggy no horny card.
Well, yeah, it's licensed
Membership
to be
card.
horny on Maine.
Did we show that on the hardline this week?
Yeah, I think we did. We could pull that up again.
All right. Yeah. I did look it up.
There's 2 Admiral Wackass and
General Piggy.
Yeah. Both
Military men.
both military. Yeah.
Jay Ryan, good to see you in the chat. Scrolling down here. Henry Bemis, of course. Scrolling down. HR.
Ooh, puffing stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Oh, a mail-in stream is over. Good news. Good news, everybody. And speaking of good news, our boy, Mr. Edward Winkler, never trust a creator, now bonk. Now, that's a reference to the title of the stream.
Yeah, I saw the title of the stream. I don't know what this title of the stream is in reference to.
Right.
But I got this tertiary reference to the title.
That's good. Yeah, I like naming streams and not telling Brandon why we named him that.
I'm sure
But,
there's something going on.
Eddie, here you go. Wait, is this true? It's Angela Curry's birthday? Did you say that? Let me scroll up. Oh, yeah, look at this super chat. Today is my birthday. Can I get a bonk? You can get more than a bonk, Angela. You can get a birthday wish.
That's true.
From yours truly.
Happy birthday.
Hey, you guys are watching Bird Up.
There you go.
Straight up from the worst show on television.
It's the worst show on television, everybody. Lots of bonk. Good start to the show. People are trickling in. Now we're up to 15 people here. I did tweet it out. So if you guys are on Twitter, please go shout it out. I'm wearing a birthday shirt. Speaking of birthdays, I got this shirt for
Phil's
my
birthday was not too long ago.
Yeah, it was at the beginning of the month.
Right.
And I got this.
Maybe you guys can see it. It's gonna crash the entire stream. Yeah, it's a Hail Lobster shirt. Jordan Peterson. It says, "Clean your room, tell the truth," and then it has the lobster Hydra in the middle.
Yeah, I'm a fan of lobster.
Legally distinct Hydra logo.
Everybody loves the shirt. We got Alan Alonso in the chat says, "I'm a crusted creator."
You'll need some eye drops to fix that.
Yeah. Everyone wishing Angela a happy birthday. We got Bullet Ninja Haggleman. We haven't seen Bullet Ninja Haggleman in the chat in a long time. Now, like the ninja, I return to the shadows. Good to see you.
Excellent.
Maybe he came in just to like it.
He came in just to claim the that free membership.
Oh, yeah.
What Thor was throwing out.
Yeah. Darth Badass is in the chat too. What's up, guys?
up?
Good to see you. Yeah, we do have memberships, like we said before. As you can see, all the badges in here. Everybody throwing out the hey yos.
Yo.
Really appreciate seeing those hey yos in the chat.
Hey, yo.
Homage to the great Scott Hall.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
We got a lot to talk about. We got new prospects, new things that we've gotten sent to us. We just got back from Cincinnati, so we got to talk about that.
Right.
That was a fun time.
Right.
We saw some celebrities there, which we touched on a little bit at
on the Hardline show. Yeah.
Hardline show.
It was a big weekend for celebrity spotting.
That's true. So yeah, this past weekend, Brandon and I went to Cincinnati Comic Expo with our boy JJB.
Yeah. JJB from King Toad.
Yeah, King Toad. He's got his King Toad shirt on.
Generously donated a shirt to the cause.
We did a shirt trade. We gave him a CG Vacation shirt,
right,
and he gave us 2 King Toad shirts.
Yeah, I mean, the CG Vacation shirt's value is so high. You know, what is it?
Yes,
the
Joe Ball
conversion rate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 2-1 here.
Angela loves Cincinnati. Is she from Cincinnati? People from Cincinnati,
they didn't come out.
Yeah, people from Ohio didn't even come to the convention.
Right.
Piper, Doodle Bags,
right.
Jason Bascom's from Ohio.
Right.
I don't know where Angela Curry's from. I always get females in the chat mixed up of where they're from. There's someone's from Canada, one of them's from some other place. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so a lot of walking for us.
It wasn't that bad. It looked worse on the map. You know, you would expect it to be like whatever, but what was it? It was a 10-minute brisk walk.
Right.
15 minutes if you were moseying.
Yeah. Our hotel was in the ghetto.
I mean, not really.
Comparatively.
It was like if you were staying at a hotel on the outside rim of an airport.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of like a little
armed
sketchy.
Guards at the front.
A little sketchy. I don't know. Were they
after
armed?
hours? Probably.
They
that was really weird.
Out of shape.
But I do have a picture that I took at dinner we showed this on the Hardline. You could see Cecil's head here too, but not his face. This guy's not Cecil.
Which bald man?
Yeah, which bald man Cecil? No, this is Lurch. We went over on the Hardline. Lurch from the Addams Family had some sort of reunion going on. Christopher Lloyd.
Right. Yeah.
Lurch.
Christina Ricci was supposed to be there.
Yeah. Canceled.
Right.
Only reason I wanted to go. But she wasn't there. So saw this guy, saw Christopher Lloyd.
We did see Christopher Lloyd. JJB saw him. And he was behind him.
Oh, yeah. We showed that picture on Hardline.
And then we saw him walking out of the bar at the Hilton.
And then who's that? Captain Kirk. I saw him. He was walking around.
Oh, you saw him?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Saw him.
I have not seen him.
He looks younger than this guy.
We can get in contact with Shatner
anytime. Yeah.
Yeah, we have real close
1 degree of separation.
1 degree of separation. Yeah, it's through Mancow.
That's right.
Right. So it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, Mancow's
Diaz
best
brothers
friends with
connected.
Mancow's best friends with Shatner,
right?
And famous Chicago disc jockey Mancow.
Right. Well, Midwest, he used to be all over the place.
Broadcast everywhere.
Yeah.
If you guys ever played Viper Pinball, he has a cameo on that.
Or if you've ever seen the second Eagle Man commercial, Eagle Woman.
That's right.
He shows how bad of a driver he is in that commercial.
If you guys don't know what Eagle Man is, let us refresh your memory. Okay.
What's that? Do you have insurance on this car? No. It must be Eagle Man.
I've got something for you.
Oh, look at those low rates.
There you go.
So they used to have some really low rates, from what I understand.
Yeah, it seems like a low budget too for that commercial.
Oh yeah, you got to do that. Yeah, that was not unlike the Munsters movie I just watched.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. We do have a super chat though. Another one from Angela Curry, $5 says, "Now I live in Seattle, but I used to live there." Speaking of Cincinnati, did you get Skyline or Girders ice cream? What is that?
Graders?
We
I
have
would just say
Gerties.
Graders ice cream.
We have Gerties over
we
here.
have Gerties.
Gerties ice cream. If you go next time, I will go and show you around Woot. That says Woot without the H. We didn't get any chili. There wasn't a lot of time to eat.
Yeah, I ate 2 times while I was there.
Yeah, when Brandon and I go on vacation or trips out of town, we tend to not eat unless I don't know.
It's like, hey, let's all go eat, and then
we'll just go eat with the group of people.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to not eat.
Yeah, especially at cons, it's very easy to not eat because there's nothing readily available. I got some popcorn. I got some. What is it? It was kettle corn, and some of you guys will be like, "Wait a second, what about these seed oils?" And let's see some of those no seed oil emojis in the chat, because this kettle corn specifically was made with coconut oil.
That's right. You seemingly specifically sought out popcorn to see what seed oil they were using.
Yeah, they had the ingredients on the top. Some of them was canola oil, but there was a couple that had coconut oil. Took a while to look through them.
I was
watching. I got it twice.
I was watching a video earlier today about crop circles.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how, those guys that said that they faked all the crop circles, those British guys, they could not have possibly done that because,
they're Brits.
Not going to get into that. Yeah. And they were talking about how, like when you take the boards and you press down whatever kind of plant you're pressing down, and then in the real crop circles, they're like heat bent and like the nodes are all weird and like tumorous and stuff. But when you bend down with the boards, they tend to break. And they were talking about canola or rapeseed plants, and they'll always break when you bend them down. Yeah. And I was like, seed oils.
What? Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Before we go any further, we do owe Angela another bonk.
That's true.
So you go.
You called.
So we were talking about Mancow. We saw the first Eagle Man commercial.
Right.
Now I gotta share audio here. This is the second Eagle Man commercial.
Could you imagine? All right, so there's a qualifier here that it's in English.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that there's a not English version of this?
Right. This is this is kind of in the 90s. I don't know how long it lasted, but there is supposedly a stint of wokeness where they were taking Eagle Man and turned her into Eagle Woman.
Yeah.
So it was a kind of like a gender swap thing. I don't know how well it went over.
A wokeness thing.
Yeah.
It was just equal rights.
They did that.
Lefts.
Yeah, equal rights and left. There you go. There's Mancow.
I don't think they were going woke
in this commercial.
Do you have insurance on this car?
No. What's that?
It's Eagle Woman.
I've got something for you. Look, she's dropping her rates.
You can't beat this.
Eagle guarantees the lowest auto rates in Illinois. Your first low payment starts your insurance. As an example, if you are a married male over 25 or a female over 21, the lowest liability rate in Chicago is $200. Your first payment of $61 starts your insurance. The fastest growing insurance agency in Illinois with over 100 convenient payment locations throughout Chicago and suburbs. Be legal with Eagle. Call now.
Look at those low rates.
There you go.
Awesome. What's the deal with
giving it to them?
the guys' insurance rates being higher there? What is that?
They're more likely to die, I'm sure.
We get paid more means that we get charged more for car insurance?
I think it's the death rate. The death rate's higher.
Because we get into car accidents, we die.
That's right.
We're not fooling around here.
That was great. Yeah. Classic Chicago commercials. Eddie knows what's up. We got Comics Legend in the chat, says, where is Critias? He's talking about trusted creators.
There's a name I have not heard in many years.
Kami Mark's in the chat. What's up, Kami Mark?
What's up?
I think he was just on Malin's talking about his Krishna Kid. Everybody go check that out. That's actually Kami Mark is the reason that we have this topic today.
Oh.
I guess we could get into the topic. See if there's anything else we want to talk about here.
I don't know. There's a bunch of small things that
Oh yeah, let's talk about some small things before we tease, because I know there's some creators in the chat and they want to know if they are trusted creators. All right. How Comic says it's an Illinois scumbag tax. That's why it's a higher insurance rate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Texas Mofo's in the chat.
What's up?
Stream sabotaged by Ethan. He started a while ago.
We got 20 viewers.
Yeah,
We're
with
going
20,
all right.
We're satiated over here.
20 strong.
Send Mark the link. Angela always is going in the chats being like, send this person the link. Like,
No context.
I was in Jack's show yesterday. I was in the chat and she's like, send Phil the link.
Oh, okay.
But I understand, she wants to make streams better. It's because women crash into poles and lampposts instead of other drivers.
That's true.
Why do you think that is?
And then when that happens, they don't claim it many times. So the statistics are skewed. Right.
That makes sense. Send Angela the link. Maybe one day. All right, let's talk about some things we acquired at the convention. You have one thing you wanted to show off.
I didn't. You wanted me to show it off. I was just going to take it home.
Yeah, I want you to show this off because we
funny.
have emojis that people could spam once they see this.
Yeah. It plays well.
It plays well.
The emoji
now
thing.
it's framed too. You
Yeah,
recently
I got
bought the frame.
So yeah, there was an artist at the show who was a good artist. It for comic book style and line art in his own right and stuff.
Oh yeah, totally different style than what this is.
Really, really crazy.
Yeah.
But he was also doing oil paintings and stuff of animals wearing human clothes.
Yeah.
So that was pretty funny. So there's this Doge. Can we get a zoom or how are we going to
do a little
do
zoom?
this?
Yeah, we only have one camera. Someone stole the camera.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know where it is. Second camera. God freaking frick. Here we go. Super zoom.
Yeah, so it's this Doge wearing some sort of royal military jacket. And I know it's hard to see, but the clever thing is here, his medals are like the Bitcoin and the Ethereum and the Dogecoin. And then I think it's like a Navy Cross or something. I don't know what the other one is.
Doge.
Yeah, but it's hilarious. So I thought I should buy it.
Yeah, it's great. The other one you got was Raven dressed like Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And then I got what was his name? Dale A. Dale A. something.
Yeah, he had a regular human's name,
Yeah, the
And
rooster
he's
from
the rooster from Robin Hood.
From Robin Hood.
Disney's Robin Hood.
You guys are a big Disney's Robin Hood fan. Like
Ooh,
we are.
ooh, laddie, golly, what a day.
How's that? Does that look good?
Yeah, that's fine. You got the full Salama there. You got a little bit of the poster. King
Yeah.
Toad shirt.
King Toad. Yeah, so that was your acquisition is the word I was looking for earlier. Because you acquired it.
Mergers and acquisitions.
Let's see, no horny throwing off that Doge in the chat. DIAZ Brothers always showing support for the furry community.
Well, he's a dog. He's not a man dog. He's just a dog.
He's just a dog.
Yeah.
He has a dog body, right?
Well, if you're a dog wearing human clothes, are you also a furry? You'd be more like a humie or something, right?
Remember on was it Sesame
fleshy.
Street? There would always be like those greyhounds or whatever those dogs are, and then they would have human arms.
Yeah.
It'd be like their head would be through the sweater.
Yeah, that was funny.
It's always freaking me out. Yeah, I had the Sesame Street song stuck in my head today as I was going to get lunch.
Like the intro song?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Oh, because it was sunny outside, and then I said sunny days.
Right. And then it just
rolled out.
cascades,
Just
yeah.
rolled out of the head.
Can't stop.
People saying that the Robin Hood was part of the Disney's flop era.
I mean, technically, but I think a lot of those movies are some of the better movies.
Yeah.
Because you're working with lower budgets and stuff, and you have to get creative. And the animation is much more interesting to watch than anything like your big budget movies. You start getting into like Tarzan and stuff.
Speaking of animation,
it was getting too clean.
I got a topic for animation here. Now, you're aware of the video game Overwatch, right? Did you see that?
I did. It's funny.
So Overwatch, 3D animated game, CG 3D models. Over the past, I don't know, the game's been out for like 6 years or whatever. People you could download the assets from a game if you know how to hack into it.
Right.
So a lot of people take those 3D models, and they do this with every game. Every game that uses 3D models.
Right.
And then you could make your own games or movies or sexual content.
Yeah. Was that machinimas or whatever?
Yeah, it started, but now Rule 34, everybody. So they're coming out with a new Overwatch, Overwatch 2. I don't know if you saw this, guys, in the chat. Overwatch 2 will encrypt the 3D characters in an effort to prevent porn.
This is stupid, right? Because now you're going to create the forbidden fruit paradox, right? And all you need is like one king to create the 3D model.
Yeah.
And then just release it to the public.
Right.
And then that's the end of their stupid, let's waste $1 million on encryption.
And if we know anything, people that don't work for large corporations have a lot of time on their hands. And if they're going to do something, they're going to do it.
Right.
So
this can't be stopped. I saw there was a bunch of stuff where Overwatch 2 requires your actual phone number and some other stupid identifying thing.
Yeah.
There was one where it requires proof of bitches.
Proof of bitches?
Yeah, yeah. So, to make sure that you're not just some like incel.
You have to be not a virgin to play their game?
Well, no, I mean, I guess you could be a virgin. You just can't be an involuntary virgin.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, but imagine wasting money on a part of your enterprise that is to try to prevent
entire
porn.
thing about here working in the video game industry is like Doc was just breaking this guy's entire business down, talking about how he wants to create this proprietary stuff so that games won't get hacked or copied and put onto torrents or whatever. And it's like two things happen.
Yeah.
Either they're gonna hack it and you just wasted a bunch of time and money, or it cannot possibly be hacked. And once your servers shut down, that's the end of your game. right? And so it's like, which one of those do you want your game played forever and be loved and, you know, for all of eternity, or 5 years or 1 year your company goes out of business, that's the end of your game. Nobody could ever play it again.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is where it's like people are upset about digital comics and they're, oh, I'll never do digital comics because I'm losing a bunch of money from people pirating my comics.
Right.
It's like, are you though?
Right. Like, no, we're not at the scale where it matters. And then if we were at the scale where people would do that,
it wouldn't
matter because
you have all the money.
Scales are so huge that it doesn't matter.
It's like artists that are coming from DC or Marvel worried about pirating stuff. It's like those guys, those companies have all the money.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't matter if,
I mean, I guess they're looking at it where it's like, oh, they get royalties, right? So if those 1,000 people are pirating their thing and they're not getting their,
it's the same thing with like Nintendo, where Nintendo hunts you down. This is what I heard. They'll hunt you down for like trying to emulate their games.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, then just sell the game.
Yeah.
We want to play the game. We'll buy the game, sell it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. If your comic isn't good enough to steal, you done goofed.
That's right. If I don't see my comic
on Pirate Bay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, they're saying people could just model everything.
There's a program that I was working with where you just take pictures of the model rotating around, right? This is a 3D scanner, but you could just do it with screen caps or photographs of something. Like we did that with Phil's head a long time ago. And you're in the game, right? Mm-hmm. So in the game, you could just rotate around the character and literally do that thing, throw it into this program, and it'll create the 3D model for you. You know, and it needs some cleanup and stuff, but
we got a question here. Brandon says, what's the story with this Doc character that get mentioned from time to time?
You know, he's the owner of the Galloping Ghost conglomerate.
Mm-hmm. Enterprise.
Yeah, the Enterprise.
Yeah, he's our boss, basically.
Yeah.
I see him as an equal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But if you guys want to know more about him, there's soon, within the next 5 years, there's going to be a documentary out.
And within the next 20 years, the game that we're working on will be released.
Well, who's to say? But when do you think that documentary is going to come out? And I assume that part of it's going to be about his life, right? Because they interviewed his family.
I guess the documentary is supposed to be about like the journey of creating Dark Presence and then everything that's happened leading up to it. Better not be when the game comes out, because that's going to be a bunch of bullshit. But
you want it before the game, or before or after the game comes out?
I want to see the documentary. But anyway, so yeah, it's supposed to be like, all right, then the arcade was created, and then, you know, here's some dips in the production schedule. He had to take a break, and then, you know, so it's a lot of personal journey stuff.
Yeah, just get ready for that. We got an update from Angela. It says, oh, got my towel. It's so soft. I love it. Thanks.
I took a shower with one of those towels.
Yeah.
It was pretty scratchy.
It was pretty scratchy?
Yeah, but it was a brand new towel straight out of the box.
Yeah, maybe she washed it and then used it. I don't know. I was going to look up a towel.
Towel noise.
Who posted the towel? General Piggy? How do I use this?
Sumo Thori posted his on the
where's the search bar?
Yeah, that's it's weird.
There's no search bar still.
Yeah, Sumo Thori had posted his. He said that it was going to stay on his sofa. Remember? Wasn't it him?
I don't know. Let's scroll back through my mentions. Yeah, lots of people getting their towels in. They're all shipped out. We just shipped out 3 more towels, Brandon?
There's a picture of the towel.
This is Brian.
Yeah, so if you ordered a towel after that first wave of towels went out, it was only domestic orders. So we shipped out all of the domestic towels. We were keeping up with that. And until the book get shipped out. So we're shipping those separately. If you want a towel, if you've not ordered one or you need another one, you can still order them, and they're still shipping before the book ships, which we're looking at for the next 15 days.
Bancroft said he was excited to get his, but he's international. So that'll ship with his book, right?
Unless he wants to send $50 in shipping to cover the international shipping cost for a towel. Because these towels, you guys don't realize, these towels have to ship flat, right? And they're 36 by whatever. There's these huge towels.
Yeah.
So these packages.
Oh, look, she washed it first.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
we
big
do
towels.
it right. We're not rolling these towels up.
Yeah, so next week shipping should start for books.
Yeah.
Should be getting the books.
That's why I said the next 15 days just to be safe.
Yeah, I mean they'll be rolling out. But yeah, I just checked today and they're still on their way. So it's
Great Lakes don't have beaches. Was not aware.
What? We have a bunch of beaches here.
Yeah, I think Bancroft doesn't know what he's talking about. He's doing some know-it-all thing where it's like,
where is Bancroft?
A lake, technically a beach on a lake is not a beach. It's called a sand.
It's called a gully, it is.
Sand gully.
You ever see that Fun Gully?
He's doing the Crocodile Dundee. That's not a beach. This is a beach.
Yeah, that's not a beach.
Why not just fold the towel?
Do we have that's the joke stinger here? We do fold the towels, of course. It was just a joke. No, it's in the other one.
We got this one.
It's enough to get me to the boiling point.
Yeah, Alan's got a good point there.
That's not a beach. It's a gullery do.
Towel in a tube.
Dude needs a paper bag.
Yeah, tubes are they're kind of
anymore.
Expensive to ship.
That's right here, and they weigh it down because
it's a tube, right? So we just put them in a poly mailer bags.
How do you say heavier in Spanish? Mucho
pesado.
Isn't that fish?
No, that's pescado.
That's the same thing.
Heavier.
Bancroft Australian for comics. That's what it means. That should be his catchphrase, like his
Foster's
company name. Yeah. Sweaty guy, macho man. All right,
stay hydrated. It's important.
The other thing we acquired.
This did come while we were in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, so they came while we were there. Yeah. Awesome. So the boys over at Breaking Rad sent us these amazing. Probably should have left it zoomed in.
No, I'll just go over to the camera.
These amazing pins. As you guys know, Brandon and I were the CG Tag Team Champions, and we recently got beat, but we did get inducted into the Hall of Fame. So you can see here, we got these beautiful pins sent over by 6 a.m. Yeah, it looks great. 6 a.m. and Mark Polton killing it over there. I'm gonna have to put this on my streaming jacket that I never wear. But gold, that's real gold, right? I think it's real gold.
Yeah, it has to be real gold or else he's committing fraud.
Yeah, we were told they were gold. But it makes sense. The most decorated tag team. I would, probably the most decorated wrestlers in the CGWF. Killing it.
Could be.
Killed it. Now we're in the Hall of Fame. Only 29 years old in the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
Probably the youngest
Probably
inductee.
the youngest inductee, yeah, for sure.
I'd like to think so. But you guys should check out everything they're doing over at Breaking Rad. Mark just tweeted this out, 6 a.m. Comics. He's working on an insane website. Says, in the middle of the commission, so I don't have much art to show. Here's an update to the CGWF page with some wrestlers. And as you can see here, he's got bios for everybody. Let's just go to the site here. This is amazing. 6amcomics.com/CGWF. As you can see, you read all about the Wrestling Federation, how it started, You can look at the wrestlers. Look at this. Full alphabet of wrestlers. Aaron Lepresti is the first one. You can go down here to the Diaz brothers. We're in the D section, Brandon.
Yeah.
Here we are. Big bio. Look at that.
Big bio.
Philip and Brandon Diaz are nothing short of icons in the CGWF and have the record for the longest title holders, having held the CGWF tag team titles for 338 days. They made their debut of the first appearance against the Oddities during the Royal Rumble and dazzled the crowd with their signature tag team move, Two Brothers, One Cup.
Magic Cup.
Oh, yeah, one Magic Cup. Their promos have become a staple of the CGW events, almost as beloved as their comic books. Guess that leads to Indiegogo campaigns. Awesome.
That's really cool.
Thank you, 6 a.m. And you can see we have a record, the little titles we had, the tag team champions, Hall of Fame. And if you guys want to go watch the matches, you could do so here. And then also he has our entrance music, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Made by himself. It's called Molotov Cocktail. So 80.
The amount of work on this site is crazy.
Yeah.
So much information. It's like those wikis where all those autists go and they're like real heavy fan of one specific thing and they just like spend all their time putting out there.
Yeah, I hope we have some autist fans.
6 a.m. here.
Yeah, it's as if some benefactor is paying him to do this. I don't know. Maybe Vince McMahon. And you go to events too.
That's where he's getting all the
maybe
the money. Vince needs a passion project.
He did retire. Yeah. So check that out. Go on over to the website. Sub to their channel as well. They do it every Tuesday. They do some wrestling over there. And we can take a look at a commercial later.
Get that keytar out.
Yeah, Jan Hammer. Good stuff. All right. Talked about that. Now let's get on to the main topic, Brandon.
Is it seed oils?
It's not seed oils.
Yeah. Everything's about seed oils.
Yeah. Is this camera not focused?
It's probably not.
We coming in clear here?
Am I coming in clear? Hey, Mom, I said, clear.
So we got the main topic.
Yeah, so the main topic today, the title of the stream is, Are You a Trusted Creator? All right. Now, this came up yesterday, I think, when I stumbled across a morning stream. I was minding my business at work. There you go. It did. Trying to work and put on a stream to listen to while I was working. And a little old creator by the name of Arthur T. Bear. Not to be confused with Arthur Theodore Bear. I guess his middle name is T. T Bear is his last name.
Right.
And he was streaming with Kami Mark, talking about the Krishna Kid book that's out right now. So I'm like, hey, Kami Mark, buddy of ours. Krishna Kid looks awesome. Been wanting to see this book for a long time. Think it's time to back. Went in Indiegogo, backed the book, got to the checkout page. All right. Right before you hit pay. And I saw this under the checkout. Like under where you push the button checkout. And it is this little image. A gold box to get your attention. Trust Team Proven. This campaigner has a history of fulfilling campaigns on the IGG platform or is an enterprise run campaign. Learn more about Trust Proven program.
I'd like to learn more about what enterprise run campaigns are. But yeah, this is crazy. I wonder if this comes up on ours.
Let me attempt. I have to sign into Indiegogo. No one's really talked about this. We've been talking about it in the back rooms, but I figured since I was the one that brought it up to Mark, kind of a, what would you call a trailblazer? you know?
Do you have to sign in, or can can you go through that before you sign
No, I
in,
think
and
you
then
have to.
it'll push checkout?
Proceed to checkout?
Yeah.
All right, we're doing it's not here. Let me go to Mark's.
Okay.
It would be sad if we weren't a proven thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Krishna Kid. Krishna Kid.
So
a lot of Krishna
so
Kid
many
art.
images. Yeah, that's
all right,
awesome.
let's see here. Where'd I go?
Get the puck.
Proceed to checkout. It's not here. I might have to be signed in.
Yeah, maybe you have to sign in for
let me go sign in right here.
Is it gonna let you back your own project?
I don't know. Could creators back their own books? It'd be really weird. Let's see. CG Vacation. Live on Indiegogo right now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Fulfilling soon.
Get it while it's hot.
All right. Proceed to checkout. I can back my own project.
Yeah. Where's the gold box, Phil?
I'm trying to get to this thing here. Wasn't he shadow banned too? See, it's not even here. This payment will be processed in the United Kingdom. I don't know how to activate it, but it was there. I promise you.
It's weird. So you screen capped this?
I screen capped it and sent it to him, and then he dropped it down. So now, I mean, what does this mean? Let's see what people are saying in the chat here. Piper's here. What's up, Piper?
What's up?
That's where it is. That's all the new stuff down.
Trust and Safety Council. Let's see. You can trust that I'm going to bitch about IGG's UI and customer service endlessly. So here's the thing, too. People have been complaining about this. If you're not careful, when you back certain projects, it'll have a tip that's added on for Indiegogo. As a creator, you could shut that off, but it's default added there. So how I got around it, I saw the tip thing, and it's like, how much do you want to tip? 1%, percent, and there's like 5 different percentages, or there's other. There's no 0%. So I clicked other and then put $0. So that's how you.
That's how you get rid of it. You can't just go, I don't want this on my account.
No. As a creator, I'm pretty sure you can do. You don't want.
I see what you're saying.
But
as
if that
purchaser,
person, but if you're a customer and they don't have that activated or disabled, I should say, you have to go in there and put $0.
Can you go back and disable it at any time during your campaign, or is it? Yeah. Okay. That's good information.
I'm pretty sure it's like the same thing where you could shut off comments from people that haven't backed you, so you don't get like trolls in your comments.
Hey, nice beaches.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. This trusted team proven creator. I heard that this was only going to be available for tech campaigns, but it seems like now it's on comic campaigns.
Dude, I can't even imagine tech campaigns. Those things are all scams.
Yeah. So there's probably a reason why they're doing this. So to weed out the scam things.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. So when people go to back you, you can see you've already fulfilled.
Right.
I'm guessing the way they figure this out is from having like they send out a lot of emails. Like I'll get an email and it'll ask me, hey, did you get your product yet from this campaign?
Yeah, I get them also.
Yeah. So that's probably how they're figuring out if they could trust these.
Plus, that's the reason why when we fulfill our campaigns, we put the tracking information into Indiegogo. That way, if there's any issue, Indiegogo already has that info. And they could see the end-to-end origin and destination. And it's as easy as possible for Indiegogo to not give us any problems.
Right. So there was Mark brought this up in a back room, and there was some talk about it. Obviously, it's a good thing. Some other guys were saying, why isn't it on the main campaign page? Because the odds are, if someone gets to this point, they want to back you.
Yeah.
And they've made their mind up to back you.
Right.
And at this point, it's just like a small amount of reassurance.
Yeah, it would be cool if there was some sort of accolades or something that would go next to your account name, even if it was just a little badge or something. And it's like, this is a trusted creator, or here's how many campaigns that we've confirmed that is fulfilled, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's a comment here that says, seems like it would, Jabro, seems like it would make it harder for first-time creators.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just saying that this person has a proven record. Isn't there a thing where they're cracking down on people who are not fulfilling?
Yeah, there was I don't know how rough it was, but I know Camel shut his campaign down because they were like, hey, you need to do more updates. And he's like, nah, fam. And then he just closed his campaign, or they were going to do it for him. That's kind of only the case that I know about, even though there's campaigns that I know about that are even, I believe they're older than Camel's, that has not happened to. So I don't know if it's a case of those people are putting more updates out.
Honestly, in regards to that comment, when we were doing our first couple of campaigns, Magic Hop and the Lost Pages and stuff, like there were people who legitimately were just saying, I'm not going to back you until you start shipping your stuff. And I know this thing is real.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that's worse than this. Like this is just, this person's doing a good job. Trust them. There's no negative stigma toward a new person,
Yeah. And if I think this is a good start. I think an upgrade to it is getting this on the main campaign next to your, like you said, username, your account name for the creator. And at Jaro's comment, next to their name, it should say first time creator.
It doesn't need to.
Well, it like this is their first campaign. So you're not like, oh, this guy's not a trusted member.
Yeah, but if they're a scammer or a schemer, let's say, they could just keep making new accounts, right?
That's true. We got Rick Saylor in the chat. So just back Lost Pages 2 for the second time, and the package was delivered in less than 2 weeks. That's right.
We were going to deliver it we were going to ship it out last week, but
we had that convention.
We had the convention stuff.
Yeah, would have been there sooner, Rick. Thank you for backing. You're the man.
Oh, and then he also got his thing, right? Didn't we ship him the?
Yeah, we got him. We sent him to open the package because your people art is in there as well.
Yeah,
which Admiral Wackass really wanted.
Right. Yeah. So early on, there were some original arts that we raffled off for people that backed Lost Pages 2.
Yeah.
With some character art and stuff, and one of them was the People, which was a peep dressed like the People character.
Right.
And I had drawn that one, and it seems that Rick had won that. And it got lost in something.
We just forgot to.
Yeah, it was like in a stack of whatever, and we found it. We were like, "Oh, this was supposed to go out." So, we were going to ship it out, but then you ordered again, so it was perfect.
Perfect. What's up, Luke?
What's up?
Good to see you. Why'd you remind me? Sorry.
Get the rope away from Wackass.
Yeah, so I think that's cool because even if they leave it there at checkout, it's going to condition backers to be looking for that trusted emblem.
Yeah, Piper's right here, like what I was saying, where it should be an accolade badge on the campaign page or next to your name, as when you go to.
That would be a great upgrade to that. So right when you go in there, oh, this guy's fulfilled. He has goodwill. But it's the same thing that just like eBay does, right?
Yeah.
eBay.
You get like a what is it, like a store score or something?
Yeah, what's it called when they give you goodwill?
Trusted member, and then there'd be like a power seller and all these things.
Yeah, I think that would be a good way too, because if the backers are able to rate that, they're obviously doing it through surveys or email things.
Right.
Maybe after, some months of it being closed, you give your backers a rating thing.
Yeah, eBay used to do this thing long time ago. They don't do this anymore because you have to put in the tracking information on eBay now. But a while ago, you used to have to go back into eBay if you were the customer and then check a box that said, I received this package.
Mm-hmm.
And because you could do money orders and stuff too. And sometimes on eBay, I'd ship out things. It was like a patch and it's in an envelope and there's no tracking for it. So now it's kind of like, are these things showing up? You know, and then it would be on the customer to good faith go, yeah, I received this package, you know. And I feel like most people would do that. I wish Indiegogo would have something like that as well. You know, you could get some shitty customers out there that want to ruin your reputation or whatever. But like if you have a 98% fulfillment score on your campaign, because you know that your customers would go back on there and you're filling out all of the tracking information too, like you're going to have a pretty high score. And they probably should do something like that.
Yeah. Let me scroll up here. Alan had a good point.
And
go on.
Not to cut you off, but it would also promote the idea of using Indiegogo as kind of like that storefront instead of it being like what Kickstarter used to be just for startup tech companies.
Yeah.
You know, you would always go to Indiegogo for your next product.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that way, you know, you could keep building, get like that multiplier going on your account, you know, you could just keep building that up.
Alan says it's good also for the buttholes crying that CG is a scam. Yeah, so you would have your fulfillment accolades, and it's just people that just don't know, that don't use IGG. Would be neat. Yeah, survey at the end of the campaign. They've been doing that specifically. It seems like about just campaigns that are ending more and more, receiving emails and asking if we've gotten them or not yet. You know.
Yeah. That's cool. It's always an awesome feeling to fulfill a campaign.
Yeah.
And get on to the next one.
We're
it's
almost
awesome.
there. We're almost there.
We could do it. I wish we had a higher turnover rate. That would be great.
Yeah, we're doing it. So yeah, trust team proven. We'll have to see. Well,
they should also work on that name.
Yeah, they should work on that. And I don't know when it pops up because we can't recreate it. We just tried to back our own campaign and back Commie Marks again.
It's after you've already sent the money in.
It was right when it calculated the stuff. So I don't know how to make it pop up, but it did. I should have clicked on that link to learn more about the Trust Proving Program. Let me just Google.
Just type that in and see what that comes up with.
Yeah, let's see here. Indiegogo Trust Team.
Yeah, it says right there.
Proven.
The second one.
Trust.
Yeah, that's it.
Here we go. Let's read about this.
It's tiny.
It is tiny.
Change the thing. There you
go. All right. The Trust Proven Program, in an effort to empower our backers and encourage and informed decisions on Indiegogo, we're proud to introduce the Trust Proven Program, new initiative that spotlights campaigns, demonstrated history of fulfilling campaigns. Our Trust and Safety team reviews the histories of campaigners that have launched multiple campaigns on our platform, and we are bringing the information directly to the campaign via the Trust Proven badge. How does the program work? Trust and Safety team reviews campaigners who have launched multiple recent technology and innovation campaigns on our platform and evaluates what if Commie Mark has his comic book not logged as a comic, but as a technological campaign.
Well, there's a lot of blue on there on his campaign, right?
Uh-huh.
And blue is a very techie looking art scheme.
Yeah, you think it's all AI based?
Yeah, it's totally AI based. They probably categorized them incorrectly.
High level of campaign management and positive backers sentiment. We may expand the scope of the program in the future, which is probably going into comics, I guess. What are the criteria for joining the program? Campaigners are reviewed by our Trust and Safety team. Criteria awarded a Trust Proven badge in our campaign page. Our criteria helps us honor campaigners who have recent proven track record.
Go
for fulfillment.
find a tech item on Indiegogo.
Oh my god!
And
All right.
see if one of them has this so-called tech trusted team badge.
Let's see here. We can go to explore. They have a technology, you see. Tabletop games. They don't even have a technology
Go to
thing.
camera gear is probably
Camera.
all the way to the left. Oh yeah, there's a giant thing right here that says tech and innovation.
Where are you pointing? All right. Oh, that's I thought that was a header. Let's see. What looks good, guys?
Dude, this ice cream maker.
Is that what this is? Crush?
Yeah.
Make ice cream anywhere, anytime.
They've
That
had
sounds
this.
Awesome.
Okay, so
Should get
back
one
in the
of these.
days
Look,
of
they
Zoom.
got, look at this counter. All right,
Back
go
in
on.
the days of Zoom. You guys remember Zoom?
No.
Zoom. Send it to Zoom.
Oh, the TV show,
Yeah.
not the
Boston, Mass.
tele-
02134. Send
All
it
right.
to Zoom.
Send it to Zoom, yeah.
They showed you how to make ice cream without this expensive ice cream maker.
Is it with the bag and salt and
It's
ice?
with 2 coffee cans that are different sizes.
Uh-huh.
And then you take the cream and sugar, whatever, and you put it in a plastic bag and you put it inside of a small coffee can and you close it. And then you put that coffee can in a bigger coffee can with ice.
Right.
And then you close that and then you roll it around on the table. And then I guess you keep putting, you put the salt in there as well. And then I didn't believe it, but,
Did you try it
in there. No,
or did you never watch Zoom again because you thought they were lying to you?
No. I never tried it.
So for those at home, what does the salt do?
I didn't believe it at the time. In fact, I made fun of this kid in high school because he was telling me, because he used to do it. And then he was like, it makes the salt colder. And everybody's like, you idiot, it makes the salt melt. Right. But the reaction makes the it requires heat, right? So it pulls heat from around it to allow that reaction to happen. So it actually is making the surrounding temperature colder, even though it's causing water to form.
Right.
But that water is colder than the ice would be. And so you're kind of creating a colder ice.
Now, did you how much of that did you guys hear?
Yeah. Here's the thing. We switched to AT&T gigabit fiber line.
It's so cold, yeah.
And it's the spottiest internet. It's ridiculous. Like it's supposed to be 1,000 megabits per second, give or take. And we're getting bogged down all the time.
All right, let's just look at this fucking ice cream thing. I was gonna make a library
like
joke.
The ice cream. We shouldn't have put the salt on the ice.
Yeah, it froze. All right, let's watch this video.
Why are we watching it? We just want to see if this is a trusted campaign.
I'm supposed to back this thing? How much is it?
No. Don't
what is
back
this?
it.
Oh, you can select a color.
Oh, that's cool. I've never been to a campaign where it had a drop-down option like that before. I guess shirts would probably be
blue.
like that, right? No. First of all, go up to the top and go to their name. They've had 2 campaigns.
2 campaigns.
Here, they're in Hong Kong.
Uh-oh.
So they can't be trusted.
Yep.
Click on their thing.
You want me to go to their profile?
Yes, go to the profile.
I'm just going to pop it out. It's probably back here.
Right.
Cochraner. 2 campaigns.
Cosinare. They're from Hong Kong, which is weird.
They had the Go Power Elite blender and the ice cream maker. All right.
These guys only have 2. This is not going to work.
Well, no, Mark only had 2, right?
Really?
He had the Kami book and then not Daredevil.
Right, but this is his 3rd. This is their 2nd, right?
All right. God damn it. Who is making stuff in technology that's going to have multiple campaigns?
What about these bras?
Yeah, let's take a look at these revolutionary new bras. All
One
right.
campaign, and they're from.
Let's take a look at this video here. They're from Wuhan.
No, Wuhan is the company name.
All right,
but they're from
A
Anaheim.
little bit too much labia there for my taste. For YouTube, look, see the Dragonfly Ride World's first
campaign. Look at all these tech scam startups.
First campaign, $221,000 though. People putting Big Chungus in the chat. Cocaine Crush. That's what it was. That's what I thought too.
No, so Piper, we're looking for a company or campaigner that has had multiple campaigns. Is that 7 mil? All right, 3 campaigns.
3 campaigns. 7 mil. This is a. Can you tell me what this is? A stereo system?
Yeah, it must be some sort of amp or something. Blue TT.
All right, how much is this? It's only $4,000. Their featured perk. Let's see if there's something lower. There's the lowest perk is $7.99.
All right, first go up to their name.
And
then open their profile. Let's see here.
Blue Eddie, not to be confused with the Blue Yeti. 3 campaigns. They've done.
Go back to their other thing.
This thing?
No. Close that.
No, I don't want to close it.
Go to their profile is what I want.
This is the profile, right?
Now go down. Does it say anywhere on here
the badge thing? They should put it one here too. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Let me close this down, or let me shut this out, and then try to back this.
Right.
And hopefully, I don't buy $800 worth of speakers. I'm gonna remove that, and we'll see if this has.
Yeah.
The badge.
So want to see where it's showing this trusted thing.
I proceed to check out
sector part of it.
It's not here.
Well, you have to actually buy the thing.
No. Now I'm going to get all these stupid emails about like, are you ready to finish your contribution for Indiegogo? They send you that if you go to check out and then back out.
Right. Well, you only get it a couple times.
I don't know.
They have Hell Comics wants to know if they have the Eagle Man brand vibrating egg proven to lower your car insurance if you drive around with it.
His other one was the Auto Bonk 3000. Be a good one.
Yeah, that would be good.
We got Phil Devereaux. What's up, Phil Devereaux? It's a good last name. Dudes.
What's up?
Piper says, wasn't sure if they were being listed as trust proven or something. Yeah, we're trying to find it.
Seems like
Can't really
it's
find it.
Randomized, completely random.
Yeah. All right. What's the trust proven badge mean? The trust proven badge is publicly viewable to everyone in our community, making it easier to identify campaigners with a proven track record and fulfillment history, campaign management. Also, what they could do with this seems like it's in the early stages, right?
Yeah.
Later, they could have a trust proven explore area where you could just click on it and it'll be all the campaigns that are labeled with that keyword.
But that'll go with Jaro, what he was saying, where it's going to be a detriment to new creators,
But something to strive for, though.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Meritocracy.
Yeah. Meritocracy is right.
How do campaigners get trust proven badge? Our trust team currently reviews campaigns who have launched recent multiple technology innovation campaigns on our platform. And from campaigners will receive a trust proven badge if they meet our criteria by having a demonstrated track record, consistent fulfillment, high level of campaign management, and positive backer sentiment. We may expand the scope of the program in the future, but we want to prioritize experienced campaigners in the technology and innovation category as we first roll out the program. If you have launched recent multiple tech campaigns, feel free to reach out to the campaign to Indiegogo to contact for further details.
And it makes sense. That's probably where Indiegogo's huge money
pulling in the big money, the big bucks.
$7 million campaign for some stupid speaker.
Yeah, $7 million.
Jesus!
$18 million for some stupid vibrating egg.
Jesus!
Yeah, that's crazy. Admiral Wackes. I was kicked out for hitting my panic button and then mooning the U.S. Marshals when they came running in to see what was happening too many times.
He's speaking in reference to, I think Jay Ryan was saying he should go into witness protection again. Do you ever come out of witness protection?
No, it's just like a new life, right?
Yeah, I figured so, because the only way out is in a box, right? That's what I always heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big is this box?
It's probably 6 foot by 2.5 feet.
I could dig it. All right. So yeah, that's our little trusted thing. We'll see. We'll have to come back with this. If there's any autist researchers out there that want to dig deeper on this and why some comic campaigns are getting this, like Commie Marks, or if Mark wants to tell us that he accidentally clicked technology on his campaign,
yeah,
that could be a reason.
Or does he have some sort of tech item on there that's a higher value than the actual book, and it's making it look like a tech campaign?
Yeah, like a Krishna Kid toothbrush,
or like a single blue LED with a CR23 battery attached to it, and it's selling for $85
on the campaign.
On the campaign, yeah, it's the Krishna Kid Light Bundle.
He should do
batteries included.
A Krishna Kid glowworm. Yeah. Let's see. Beampad in the chat. But how can campaigners trust their consumers? They all need badges. That sounds like some 1942 stuff.
Everybody has badges.
Where your badges?
Badges.
Where are your badges? Admiral Wackes, you can also get out by being too much of a jokester in a witness protection, I guess.
I guess
so. Yeah, so that's the topic of the day. Now, I assume that you'll see this topic come up on Bancroft Show probably tonight.
Right.
People are going to be talking about it, but know that I was the first to discover it by backing Krishna Kid. And you guys,
we did the legwork. You guys saw, we searched multiple tech campaigns.
That's
on
right.
Indiegogo.
Multiple tech campaigns.
Blinded by several dozen blue LEDs.
I don't need no stinking badges. All right, let's see here. We got a death of the week to get through.
Ooh.
I didn't watch this one.
Yeah, I sent this to you, right?
Yeah, some cars are involved. All right, let's roll it.
It's time. It's time. Death of the week.
I think I remember this.
Death of the week, everyone.
Oh shit!
What?
I totally remember this one now. I thought it was a different one.
Death. You could see Brandon's wearing a King Toad shirt. They're the publishers of Death. We were at the con. We didn't talk about the con experience and tabling and selling stuff after this.
Yeah, we'll have to do it after. DDD.
Yeah, he had some DDD ash cans there. Almost. I mean, it should be. I think it's at 69 already.
Edward James almost
at 69K, if not already. Check it out. I don't know if there's a link in the description, but some mods can be dropping some death links. And yeah, Joe Ball's killing it, kicking ass. Back it today. All right, so this is where we take a look at crazy stuff that's going on. Does this need volume, Brand? Do you remember?
No, I don't think there's audio.
I don't want to mute this then. All right, let's check out what's going on with this car. 2 cars, and I guess we'll just roll it. No audio. Lady getting out of the car. Huh. All right. What the hell's going on? What? Is the car still rolling? What?
Dude, Jumbo Safari in real life.
Jesus!
Yeah, I don't...
Like,
it's interesting how it starts. She gets out of the car is still moving.
This is an Alfred Hitchcock short right here, right? You got the red herring. She gets out. You think that she's going to go there's some problem with the driver. The driver wants to drive away. The car's still in motion. She's forcibly opening up the door. Boom.
She looks back.
Yeah. Mountain lion or whatever, the lioness.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, it looks like a bear,
twist.
right? Is that not a bear?
Right. No, I think it's some sort of cat. No, dude, that's some sort of cat.
Man, that lady was carried off like a suitcase.
Could you imagine? Oh my god, dude.
And then what's up with this military jeep?
Poachers rolling the streets.
Is this Australia? This could be Australia.
Probably South Africa or something
Wild.
crazy.
That's a tiger.
Who knows? This was the end of my information about this video.
Never turn your back to a cat.
This is everybody should be carrying a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. You're in an area where there's lionesses roaming the streets.
Yeah, that's a little much for me. This is why Australia shouldn't exist.
Is it Atherline? We don't drive on the left.
Oh, is that Australia drives on the right?
We drive on the left. Yeah, that unless that was mirrored, which it could have been, I suppose.
Yeah.
It looked like they were driving on the right. Yeah. So does South Africa drive on the right? No, they probably drive on the right. You remember that video of that guy and then that other guy, and they were like couriering something, and then they got shot out on the road.
Yeah, it was great.
I think that guy was driving.
I think that was South Africa, right?
Yeah, that was South Africa.
China. She was mauled to death.
Jeez,
it's horrible. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. So selling comics at the convention.
Yeah. Yeah.
We sold a total of how many items? Let's say items.
I don't know, like 12 maybe.
12 or 13 items.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was fine.
Here's the thing.
2 prints. We sold a butt book. So that was cool. Some guy bought butt book.
I sold a butt book.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it you?
Yeah. Because that young adult came over dressed as El Diablo from Suicide Squad.
Phil totally superliminal this guy.
Yeah.
Like just pulled him out of the crowd, which apparently is what you have to do in Cincinnati because otherwise you get no sales.
Yeah. So you got young, maybe he was 18 or whatever.
Yeah.
Stumbling around. He was dressed as El Diablo from Suicide Squad. He had the jacket as well, which probably he bought at Hot Topic. It was decent. And he had his old father with him. And he was, wandering, glancing at the table and came up and was looking at it and like, oh, dude, your El Diablo costume's awesome. Check out El Dorado.
Right.
And I pointed at the Lost Pages cover. I'm like, and I give him the spiel about El Dorado. And he's like, what are these? Yeah. And then it was Brandon's art prints that were there of his pinups and hot chicks. And so he was really into those. And he's like, how much are these? And he's like looking through them to pick one. And his dad's like, I don't know if you'll be able to hang those up. I don't know if so-and-so will like them hanging up in your room or whatever. And he's like, I really like these. And I'm like, well, you got this butt book, which has a bunch of pinups in it of babes, and you can put it on your shelf.
Right.
And no one has to know.
Right.
And so he wanted the butt book and he bought one.
Yeah. He did buy it to the behest of his father. His father was not happy.
He wasn't. It's like, but that was good. Made that sale. Yeah.
And then it was another similar type guy came over and he bought a couple of prints, but it was only because he wanted to take pictures with Anna. And she was wearing the 7 of 9 costume. Yeah. And he was like, oh, this one. So he bought the Melina from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And then I have like this very bronzed girl, naked pinup laying on her side. He bought those 2. And then I have bags. He's like, can I take a picture with your booth babes? And what's her name? The other one, Ashton was there. And then Anna was there. And then, so he got to take a picture with Anna.
Yeah, we like it was Cecil and me and Anna talking, and then he asked you to take a picture with her,
right?
And I'm like, hey, I think he wants to take a picture with you.
And I was like, I don't know. I got my pimp cane out,
and
I got my hat, and I was like, you take a picture with this guy.
Yeah, you totally pimped her out. That was great. Yes, you sold some prints, butt book. Drew from Artist Elite came over. He bought Magic Hop 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And his brother came over, like he brought his brother over, and I guess he's a backer of us. And we met a few backers. So there was the guy in the Starlight Cat shirt,
right,
who had backed our stuff before.
Yeah.
Drew's brother, you said a guy came over, tell you how much he loved the People story.
Yeah, he was like, this is cool. This is cool. It's like, I want more of this. And he was pointing to the People. He's like, I wish it was bigger. And I was like, yeah, it's a 3-parter. More of them are going to come out with the next campaign. And so he's like,
yeah,
awesome.
So that was really cool. And then just new faces. Guy that bought Magic Hop 1, Lost Pages 1.
Yeah.
He bought the People and a couple of
he came back. The wrestler guy.
Yeah.
He bought Magic Hop 1 and then Lost Pages 1, came back the second day, reviewed, and then he bought the supplemental Myths of the Lost Pages on Sunday.
Yeah. That was really cool. I wish I got his information so I could like email him or something, because he had some cool ideas for comics too.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed like he wanted to do. But hopefully he said he was gonna go to the website and grab more of the books later after he read through them.
Awesome.
So just those interactions and sales were really cool. And I also figured out that it's good that we crowdfund, because I don't want to be doing hard sell at
oh
cons.
My God. Yeah, cons are like overstock, meeting people, selling your individual art, I guess.
Because when you're doing that hard sell, I feel like it's not like I'm not being genuine.
Right.
And
you don't know if the customer's being genuine with their purchase, if they're actually interested in it or not.
Right.
You know, like the guy next to us doing all the footwork, his stuff was not my style. It was definitely a lot of people's style there, but this guy was like with a claw reaching out, grabbing people as they were walking past, figuratively, and like hard selling to them. And this guy had like the play button on his chest. You put the quarter in his mouth, push the button on his chest, and it was the same thing over and over again. And he had it down. And it's just like, man, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Should I try to, without saying the title of the book, should I try to recite his pitch?
There's funny parts to it. It is what it is, like for me, it's
well, we must have heard it 50 times.
No,
or
it was
more.
more than that.
Yeah,
definitely more than that. But it's a book. It's one of the things that I don't like doing. I don't like taking something and adapting it to something else.
Right.
Like Magic Hop is Miami Vice meets Halloween Town, right? It's not Sonny and Crockett in Halloween Town, or Sonny Crockett, and Tubbs in Halloween Town. It's some new guys that are in the Miami Vice genre, and they're in the Halloween Town universe type, a little bit of a mixture. Lost Pages, very similar, but like we're taking Pinocchio and we're putting them in
outer space,
pirates, that type of thing.
Right.
And I'm not a huge fan of that, but unfortunately, that's what a lot of people like to buy, because it's recognizable and you get a lot of like, oh wow, you really use that character here in this spot.
Right.
Like, whoa.
But also, even if you don't like to buy it, a lot of people bought it because he wouldn't stop talking to them.
That's true too. I mean, he's got his tactics, I don't know the guy, but his tactics were weird. And there were some times where it's like, hey, I got this book, and he'd go through his thing and he'd be like, I don't know. Yeah. And then he's like, well, do you have $5? If you got $5, let me show you my $5 comic book. And then he'd spiel about that. And he'd be like, all right, here's $5.
And it's like that $5 comic book was even less of a comic that anyone would be interested in. So the thing about that guy's book is he admittedly wrote it as a stage play,
right?
Adapted it for a movie,
and
then turned it into a comic because of that. And that's another issue, is I could probably put money on that guy's not a comic book fan, you know.
It's possible. Hunter said it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
He read it. He bought it and read it. Yeah.
Well,
but he said there was some parts where it was not, it relied on you having to know some stuff already, you know, and like, just like in the Doctor Strange movie, like you had to have watched the WandaVision show to understand some of the jokes or some of the context,
right?
You know, and which I think is stupid. So like, you know, hey, here's a werewolf and it's a zombie, and then inside of it there's another zombie, and it's like, yeah, okay, but when he talks about it, it's like, oh, it's because it's the grandma that the werewolf, because it's the big bad wolf,
right?
You know, that was hunting Red Riding Hood or whatever. And it's like, well, if you don't know that, if you're not a big Grim Tales fan, like how are you supposed to know that?
Right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
it doesn't sell, and then it's just, all right, there's a 2 zombie thing, you know.
Yeah, you want stuff, you want to teach your audience,
right,
and condition them in this world that you live in, not have to rely on something that they know from childhood.
Right, but that's why those things work, is because it's just, oh, look at that, I know what that is, and here it's adapted into some other edgy thing. Whatever.
But yeah, so thank you guys for backing us, so we don't have to go out and do that and do hard sells to people to make money that way. You know, we are able to crowdfund this stuff.
Yeah, that's
build a fan base through here, which is amazing.
What is it, like basically direct to consumer?
Yeah.
Stuff. But then going to cons is still fun. I mean, it is true. Like you get there and you're all, let's do this, you know, and then you get out there and you're like, it's only 5 more hours.
Yeah.
It's only 3 more hours, you know?
Yeah. But it's awesome interacting with people that know us and
bring up Jay
came out to see us and stuff.
Last one. Yeah. So Russian nesting zombie, he would bill it like this. I'm going to do it. Give me 1 second.
He's getting into character here.
No, I'm not going to do the character. I'm just going to say what you said.
All right, go on.
So the chest cracks open, out pops grandma zombie, 4 arms, 2 heads, 2 zombies. I call it the turducken zombie. Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Every 15 minutes.
It could have been every 5 minutes, you know, if he was making sales. It was a quick turnover.
Yeah, it was rough. But rushing nesting zombies even better. I like that one.
Because then it could be any amount of zombies. A turducken is 3 things. This is only 2 things.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. And then he'd be like, it's kung fu. There's kung fu in the comic. And then he'd be like, just so that you know I'm not pulling your leg. And then he'd point to like some pages that he had out. He's like,
it's a trading card.
It was a trading card?
Yeah.
And he's like, look at here. You could actually see the martial arts in here.
No, like, he didn't even say just so I'm not pulling your leg. He said, just so you know I'm not blowing smoke.
Yeah, right. Just so you know I'm not blowing smoke. Like the customer had no reaction to any of this.
And
right?
no
and
time to react to it.
No time to react to it. He's just so you know I'm not blowing smoke about the kung fu aspect. Take a look at this. And then he'd point at whatever I never saw what he was pointing at. And it's like, dude, it's not that hard to believe that there would be martial arts in a comic book.
It was as if he was doing an infomercial. Nobody says that was originally a stage play. I guess so. Guy's really into theater.
Wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Kung fu right here.
It's like, just so you know I'm not blowing smoke. Take a look at this. Yeah, that's right. That's so-and-so doing Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch.
Right.
To so-and-so.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. Oh my God.
Just the stuff he was saying, it was like, he had it down, but it was like, man, this is a lot of layers to these mashed potatoes here, man.
Yeah, it's as if he had the spiel tattooed on the inside of his eyelids, and every time he closed his eyes, it would remind him.
Yeah, like you were with Hunter and stuff, and like you could like mouth the words as he was going along because it was always the same.
Always the same. And then when Cecil and Anna came over, I'm like, you gotta stand here and listen to this guy. And it was just,
I wish you would have had them go over there and troll him or something. It would have been really funny.
yeah,
You know,
just go over there and listen to it.
Yeah,
I don't even
hear
think
the
they
whole
would have been
reason,
able to
like-
get through it before just like laughing, because they were laughing and just listening to it.
Right, because and he had the hook of like, what was it? It was like fairy tales, kung fu, and gender politics or something.
Yeah, his basically his elevator pitch or his catchphrase, movie poster quote, was I think it was just sex, violence, and gender politics, or you know, because there's a polyamorous relationship involved in it. So it was a lot of hilarity ensuing. But made me realize that I'm glad we
we're
don't have to
doing
do
it
that.
right.
Yeah.
We're doing the good.
Even
way of
just the
doing it.
con thing. I had fun talking to the people that bought the stuff and showing them that, and people coming to the table that were CG fans and backed the books and stuff. And that's what it was
booth
about.
to the right of us was lightsabers.
Yeah.
Which were really weird. Did you notice how they had like a bulb on the end of them? You didn't see that?
No.
So like the lightsaber saber shaft would go up, and then it had like a bulbous mushroom cap on the end of it. And there was a lot of sex toy jokes being made about it and stuff.
Yeah.
But apparently they were several $1,000s for some
at least
of them.
one I heard. So the booth was ran by this older gentleman in a people mover. Right?
Well, no, a people mover is like a moving walkway.
He was in a
like a rascal.
Cart, yeah,
it was a rascal.
like a Walmart cart that
Or
people
mover is like that Disney World thing. That's what it is. This was a rascal.
Yeah, I would call it a
basically.
people mover. Yeah, he was in this little thing, and I don't know if he made them or he was just distributing these
Probably
lightsabers.
just a distributor. Yeah.
And he was a comic book guy, had the ponytail, gray hair,
Right.
and he was talking to some lady in cosplay, and she was like, I really like this one. How much is this? And he's like, well, I usually give discounts to cosplayers, to help them out. He's like, since I really like your cosplay, I think I could do like 4,000 on it. And it's like, what? 4,000?
Did she just fade into
She
oblivion?
vanished in front of him.
I could imagine.
So I don't know if that was all of them or just that special one.
Maybe there was like because some of them were gold in color.
Yeah.
Maybe they were legitimately gold.
I don't know why they would do that. Did you like Cincinnati? That's a question, Brandon.
It was fine. Like, we're from Chicago, and you guys probably heard this a lot, but like Chicago's very large and it's very busy, and it has some of the best food in the world. So when you go outside of Chicago to any other city, like Orlando, Houston, whatever the hell Glass City is in Ohio, Cincinnati, I've never been to New York. Went to LA.
Went to Iowa.
It's
for remember the rally?
Yeah.
What town? What city was
Cedar
that?
Rapids.
Cedar Rapids.
They're not busy.
Yeah.
At all. The buildings are significantly shorter, and generally the food is bad. But the food that we had in Cincinnati was pretty good. We had some tacos at this taco place.
They were good.
They were good. And then we went to Jeff Ruby's. It was a real fancy place. Food was good there. But
best dessert.
Oh yeah, that butter pie, man, that was really good. I could go for some butter pie right now.
Yeah, I had the baked Alaska. That was awesome. I got to find some over here.
Yeah, you can get it over here.
I'm
And
gonna
then there
gotta
was
find
like
it.
this 2.5 foot tall slice of chocolate cake that was brought to the
so
table.
big. Yeah,
It was at least 10 inches tall.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the size of your head.
Yeah.
The photo does not do justice at all. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Cincinnati was fine. I always have the same thing of like, every city I go to is just a dirty city. It's just a city, right? I went to Rome and it was like, this is just a dirty city.
Yeah.
And everybody hates me here. I could be in Chicago and they could all hate me in English. So yeah.
But in Chicago, they don't have like in Chicago, you don't have Indian guys trying to sell you flowers.
It's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Or people straight from Africa trying to sell you bracelets.
Do you think those guys are more like a try-hard seller than the booth guy next to us?
That African guy we were sitting across from the Colosseum in Rome.
Yeah.
And this African guy with his dashiki or whatever comes over and he's like, oh, hey, you guys are a couple. And he, you know, I don't know if he was feigning broken English or whatever.
Did he say, hello, my brother? Hello,
I don't
my brother.
remember.
Hello, my
but
brother.
he came over and he's like, oh, you guys are on vacation. Here's a thing from my people and it's good luck. And it was like some shitty Chinese bracelet with an elephant on it or whatever. And he's like, let me put it on you. So he puts it on. Jessica puts it on me. And I was like, yeah, I don't really want one. He's like, no. And then, so he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, they're $5 each. And I was like, dude, I'm not giving you any money. And he's like, oh, and I'm like, do you want this back? Cause I'm not even dealing with this. Right. And I'm like watching my back because, you know, they'll distract you and then they'll like steal your pizza. Cause I had my pizza sitting here.
Yeah.
And then this guy was like hard, like, you got to give me money. And it's like, dude, this is about to get really stupid. And then he took the thing off of me. I'm like, get it off of your arm too. And then he was like, you keep your thing. And I was like, whatever with this. But yeah, that guy was.
Well, the one she kept had a tracking device in it.
Yeah.
And then later on, he stole your pizza.
Yeah, that's true. My pizza did disappear.
Yeah. People are saying it was a Barbados Slim.
No,
hey, Barbados Slim.
I wish it was Barbados Slim.
Yeah, it'd be much cooler. Angel says she's been to Chicago several times, one of her favorite big cities.
I can imagine that it's probably like New York is New York, right? But they don't have alleys in New York. So like, where are you supposed to walk down to get robbed? They just rob you right on the street.
They have to have alleys in New York. What are you talking about?
No, Sam was saying that there's like no alleys.
There's a federal ban on alleys.
They didn't build alleys, right? So all the garbage and stuff is handled differently than it is in Chicago where there's alleys. Anyway, that's beside the point. But like, it's super busy and it's super tightly packed.
Yeah.
Where Chicago, there's some space. And then you'd have, I don't know what another big city would be, but you know, Chicago's probably like a good medium big city, you know, like without it being insane, but it's so congested anyway, but you're not like walled in, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Chicago's the best. Except for the laws and shit.
There's way less alleys. I mean, maybe there's some alleys, but
alleys are cool. I like a good alley.
There was a lot of alleys that were like, there's no way a car could fit down this in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And it was brick, which made me think you're
paved
supposed to
the ground,
walk.
right?
Yeah. The ground. Yeah. The ground was brick. So you're supposed to walk down there. And I mean, there were no signs that said crime alley.
Right.
But
you got the feeling. No, I like a nice alley, you know, looking down it. There's a lot of alleys in the Lost Pages.
Yeah.
That's done on purpose.
Trash can on fire.
Yep.
You know,
you don't see that anymore.
Sheen from the rain, but it's not raining right now, you know, but it had been
raining
a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
And, did Anna and Brandon kiss and make up?
Where's that?
We didn't kiss.
There you go.
And I mean, there was never any problems. She just doesn't understand the kind of guy I am. I'm just straight to the point.
Yeah,
she seems to be used to people that are like a lot of back and forth jokes and like.
She's like Ramadan Steve, you know. It's like, what's up, Ramadan Steve?
Oh,
and she just doesn't understand the flow. Right, you're spitting.
Right.
No, she multiple times she pulled me aside and said, "Your brother's much nicer now." Or she's like, "I feel bad that I said that Brandon was mean."
Yeah. So
and
acquitted on all charges.
And then when all the cigar alley was there or whatever, the guys were smoking cigars after the dinner, And she was on Ricada's stream or whatever. After that, she said the thing. She's like, "Oh, I feel bad. And like, your brother's cool." She's like, "I didn't understand his sense of humor." And then you came over and interrupted with something.
I came
really
over
hard.
and I was like, "Hey, Joe and his wife, we're gonna go back to the Hilton." And then she's like, "Yeah, let's all go back to the Hilton." And I was like, "Wasn't inviting you."
Yeah. And I'm like, she literally just.
But it was a joke,
Yeah,
right?
that was funny.
You know, so it was a joke.
Yeah. All is better now, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. Seed cakes are real. How many seed oils do you think were in that butter pie?
I'm gonna go out there strictly on taste alone. It did not taste like there were seed oils in it. And unless there was just so much butter in it that you couldn't taste the seed oils.
Yeah.
Because like, you go to the grocery store and they have like those fresh baked cookies. So you buy one and you try to eat it and it's missing something, you know?
Yeah.
This was like all that butter flavor that you would be expecting.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good.
Well, that's good. Yeah. All the desserts were good.
Apparently Chicago was like New York and then it burned down and then they redesigned it, which is a good idea because you need space.
Yeah. Remember how in Chicago they did this thing where they took all the buildings and then jacked them up so the city would be higher?
Yeah. City of big shoulders,
Do
man.
you think that ever has happened anywhere else? They literally jacked the city. Let's pull up some pictures.
They've raised the city. Yeah. I'm going to use that.
Chicago city raise. Yeah. Let me look this up and we'll play a commercial. We'll do a little commercial break. Brandon's gonna go use the pea pot. I guess this commercial is not on my Diaz Brothers thing. Here we go.
We'll return after these messages.
The following is an unpaid advertisement for Breaking Rad.
Oi, it's Guess Who!
Comic State Edition.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess Who.
Is your person old?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that narrows it down.
Is yours a state mail?
I'm not sure.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess
Has your
Who.
person fulfilled a book?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
That means it's not you.
Where's my sandwich?
Or you.
Yeah.
Or you.
Hi there.
It's Count Jameson.
You win. Let's play again.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess Who.
Game cards do not actually monetize your hate.
And we are back. Hey, it's good to be back, everybody. So yeah, we were talking about my eyes kind of itchy here. We're talking about Chicago, the great city, the city of big shoulders, the windy city. My dad saw Mr. T in the city one time. Let's see. Chicago has always understood the necessity of getting jacked. That's right, brother. Getting jacked. And we're going to talk about that. So if you go to wikipedia.com, maybe you guys have heard of it. Let's see here. Raising of Chicago during the 1850s and 1860s, engineers carried out a piecemeal raising of the level of central Chicago to lift it out of the low-lying swampy ground. Streets, sidewalks, and the buildings were physically raised on jack screws. The work was funded by private property owner. Let's go down here. There's pictures of this. Look at this. Raising business blocks. So Chicago originally was all like this Native American, like swampy area. I think like the word Chicago means smelly. Brandon says smelly river or something. So yeah, it says they raised it out of the swampy areas.
Yeah, because there was a bunch of onion fields around the river.
Onion fields?
If I remember correctly. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Madam Zeroni was growing her onions down there. The row on Lake Street. Look at this. I think this is an illustration, though.
Copper plate etching.
Let's see. They're all jacking it up. I popped out another. Let me see. There's a better illustration. Even though they're all illustrations. Yeah, look at these guys. This one's pretty good. Pull it up for you. These guys jack. So it was raised on jack screws, Brandon.
Right.
Jack screws.
This is back when people didn't mind working.
Yeah, well, it's when they had to work.
Yeah, stinky onion.
Land of stinky onions. Let's see here. 1860. Can't read this. Fewer than 6 engineers. Do you know that? Manage the project. Raise half a city block on Lake Street between Clark Street and LaSalle. Complete in one go. Does it say how many people?
It's no less than 6 engineers.
Yeah, but turned the screws. Estimate weight, including hanging sidewalks, of 35,000
And everything
tons.
stayed open during this time. I think that's what happened, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like the pyramids, you know?
Yeah. It is just like the pyramids.
Raising Franklin House, raising Briggs House.
Relocated buildings.
Yeah, it's mad.
This is like that time in SpongeBob where they took the city and they pushed it down the road.
Yeah.
But they also did that in The Simpsons. They filled the land with so much garbage that they just uprooted the entire town and moved it 5 miles in one direction.
Inspired by Chicago.
I guess so.
Who did Jack Screw? You miss here. So yeah, Chicago's pretty cool. Good food. Are we gonna eat some Chicago food tonight, Brandon?
Yeah, probably. Get some good food.
Let me check the rest of my topics here. I think we got through everything.
Winkler asking what we're talking about. We were talking about Cincinnati Convention. We were just talking about how they raised Chicago up on jack screws. And then that's pretty much it.
Now we're talking about food.
Yeah.
Wrapping up the show here. Eddie doesn't want to ever hang out with us again. You know that?
That's all right.
I'm going to go check, see who else is live, because people don't stick to the
CGIF
lineup.
No.
Apparently Michael Bancroft's live for some reason.
Well, he had to jump on that topic as soon as possible before our show ended.
Yeah, I could actually send people over to Bancroft's. Let's see how long he's been live for. Oh, you know why he's live is because he's on with Mike Barron. Only been on for 20 minutes though. We're gonna send you guys over there. Mike is a early, what do you call it? An early bird. He goes to bed early as well.
Oh.
So I think that's a reason why he might be having this weird show hour. But let me send you guys over. Let me go into the YouTube studio and set this up. And while we're doing that, let's do a little classic cartoon, you know?
Of what?
And we're back. I think that worked.
Awesome.
That was enough time.
Perfect.
All right. We're going to take off, guys. You're going to be redirected to Michael Bancroft's stream. Definitely go there. And when you do, hit that shout out with Zaid Raid. Tell them we are filing in over there. And we'll see you there. Have a great rest of your weekend. Books come in really soon. Starting shipping next week if everything looks good. So be ready for CG Vacation. And we'll see you guys Monday. let us know how you guys liked, if you guys are Zaid Raiders on the members, the channel members.
Definitely check out the comic strips that have been going out.
We just put out Masquerade this week, or today actually, so go on over there, check that out. If you guys haven't seen any of the comic strips, I would urge you guys to join up at the, what is it, $4.99 to get the comic strips, and we put them out a bunch every month. So this is the first time we're doing the Masquerade. So let us know. The best way to view those are also on your phone too.
Yeah.
Because you get that zooming action, so you can actually read this stuff. But until Monday, have a great weekend. We will see you guys later. Bye.